Hello, my ordinary anglers. This is your ordinary angler here, trying to be extraordinary. Today's video's a little bit of a discussion for some who are aware and others who are new to the sport, or young anglers that aren't aware of things. How fishing a lake that you haven't fished in quite some time, well, we're talking 5-10 years, how you're at a disadvantage. This will be the prime example. I fished a tournament on Kentucky Lake, LBL division, this past weekend. Now, needless to say, all the tournaments in that division are on Kentucky Lake, or Barkley, for that matter. Now, nothing against those fishermen who live there. Nothing against it. But to the novice fisherman, to the young angler, there are going to be situations where you're at a disadvantage because you're going to a strange lake. You can get some practice days in. Actually, I had 2 days of practice. One day, Thursday before the tournament, I got on my electronics and I pretty much just looked for fish, looked for schools of fish. I found the tournament was out of moors, and I did find one school of fish below the bridge at Paris Landing. Now, needless to say, that is an awful long run. Thank you, Joe Biden. So I did that electronic thing on Thursday, and with the mayfly hatch, and I happened to notice one thing Thursday was all these little pin minnows, all these little wads of bait fish in the shallows on a couple places I just stopped to check. So with that in mind, knowing what I knew what they were doing on Pickwick with the elites, as I covered that story earlier, I was trying to find some fish on the ledge. Look, I've grew up fishing Kentucky Lake all my life. I have fished with some of the best fishermen on the planet up there. There's Sean Penn, David Walker, Mark Menendez, Bobby Kilzer, Billy Schrader, Billy's dad, Bill Sr., Dan Moorhead, who had a good tournament, had 17 pounds, came in second place. One of the top Carolina rig men in the country, Tommy Pickett, or known as Lloyd Pickett Jr. Excellent people. There's like 128 pros, and 92 people weigh to fish in. Several just weighed in one. But, like I'm going to explain, 66 co-anglers weigh to fish in. More than half the field of them didn't even weigh in a keeper. I didn't weigh in a keeper. Now, Friday comes along, and it's a whole different ball game. Wind's not blowing. It's light and variable. It's cloudy. So I found that there's one of my favorite banks up north of Paris Landing. There's several now boat docks there. They didn't used to be there many years ago, but there's several. One thing I found was bait fish loaded up on the bank. Good bank, had 3 foot of water on it, 3 to 5 foot on some of them docks. Took a whopper plopper just because I was trying to cover water. Had a smallmouth lock on that had to be at least a 4 or 5 pound smallmouth. And before that one could get it, another one about 15 inches hit it and then jumped and threw the bait, which I didn't really care because, you know, I'm in practice, right? I'm just trying to let them show themselves. Went around to the next dock within 75 yards, less, and threw it out there, and I had we're talking, you know, a 5 pound class bass bust on it. Had it for a second, he got off. I don't know how he got off, but like I said, I was in practice. I was just wanting the fish to let me know they were there or not there. Now that was just a little south of Blood River on the west side, on those docks down through there. Good area. Still trying by all the time trying to find some ledge fish, to no avail. Tournament day, we strap on and down to those docks we go. First cast, second cast. Well, I had one blow up, missed my whopper plop. Co-anglers behind me fishing plastic baits. Now, but here's the difference. Saturday, the sun's out. No clouds, no nothing, so big change. I did not get but one other bite the rest of the day, and then, thank the Lord, the wind comes. Tidal waves, probably just blowing just as hard as it could go. Luckily it was, there's ways to ride around Kentucky Lake, but whatever. But that, I went to Barnett above Ken Lake, place that there's a point there that's good. Had several white bass schools busting, and I'm thinking, okay, you know, a lot of times the largemouth will be with them, underneath them, catching, you know, letting the white bass do the work and getting the shad that get injured. Easy pickings. So anyhow, my co-angler did catch a keeper on those docks where we went. He threw a beaver bait, green pumpkin, and he was a good co-angler. We had a really good time. I had a good fun tournament. Of course, I'm fun anyway because I'm a goofball, so we're gonna have fun. But going back to my roots, going back to Kentucky Lake, I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. When the grass in Kentucky Lake in my bass club, Weekly County Bass Club, I had 142 or 146 pounds in 10 tournaments. Okay, as angler of the year, and no one, I don't think, will ever break that record. So I know how to catch fish on Kentucky Lake. My largest fish is an 8 pound, 8 ounce bass I caught in Kentucky Lake. It's on my wall. So, you know, but I went to, reason why I don't fish or have not fished LBL much in the past is because of the edge. You know, those guys get off work, they can go fish. They can go out there and follow a school on a ledge when they get off work, or in their spare time, or if they're retired or whatever. You know, I'm 3 hours away. So with that mentality, I decided years ago, and if you ever look at my MLF record or my FLW, whatever, you'll see that I mainly have fished in the past Mississippi Division tournaments in Phoenix Bass Fishing League. So, not a great going back, kind of disappointed, you know, but look, when you fish this sport, when you bass fish, you're gonna have days where it's just like that. That's why I'm doing the Ordinary Angler. The Ordinary Anglers for all those guys, just like yesterday, who had zeros, who bust their tails, who go and catch fish all week, and then tournament day, they all of a sudden can't get them. You know, it's like a curse to some people, you know. But anyway, hey, we move on. We strive ahead. We are ordinary anglers, and we will move on to the next thing, and we will catch fish, and we're going to have fun, and I'm going to get active target. That's the next project. But anyhow, this is your ordinary angler. This is the 2020. Disappointed, could have done better. But at least my co-angler, I will say this, it moved him into like 26th place overall, and so I helped him. That was a good thing, and we had a good time. And it's about having a good time too. But you know, this isn't the Bass. A BFL isn't the Bass Masters Classic. I've had times when I've actually got a check throughout the years, but yesterday's conditions, difficult. Mainly because at the end of the day, when I needed to be fishing some other ledges, there was just absolutely no way to do it. And, you know, just no way. The waves, the boat traffic, Navy traffic, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, but we'll move on to the next thing, and we'll have more videos, some information videos. I just need you to like and subscribe, and that'll be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless.